Hello and welcome to this instructional video that will help you to demonstrate an introduction to the Cisco Meraki dashboard and architecture. This script includes the most important topics that should be demonstrated during initial conversation with a potential customer. Feel free to customize this demo script according to customer requirements, priorities, and characteristics. In order to execute the script, you can use Cisco Meraki organization. The link is provided in the demo guide. To access Cisco Meraki Launchpad for partners, please go to Cisco dCloud and follow the steps provided in the guide. To have a successful dashboard demonstration, you need to make sure that the customer understands different logical containers and groups that we have in the Meraki dashboard. You can explain that to the customer using the image below. Account is a Meraki user's account used for accessing and managing their Meraki organizations. Organization is a logical container for Meraki networks managed by one or more accounts. Network is a logical container for set of centrally managed Meraki devices and services. For any customer who is really new to the concept of a network cloud architecture, please make sure that you mention user data and management data segregation. Cisco Meraki devices do not route any user data to the Meraki cloud. We only send management data to the Meraki cloud. I also encourage you to read our amazing Meraki cloud architecture documentation. This is also a great resource to send customers to read more about our cloud architecture. So let's now jump into the demo. Once you log in into your Meraki demo account, you should be landed on the dashboard organization overview page. If not, navigate to Organization, Monitor, Overview section. Here we can see, as the name of a page indicates, a holistic view of organization status. This page consists of two parts. The overlay panel that allows us to see summary information about our organizations and perform certain actions, such as combining, deleting, and tagging existing networks. Please note, if you are using your demo account, you won't see these options due to limited permissions. This panel also consists of three additional tabs. Networks. It shows a list of the networks, their status, and relevant information. This table can be modified by adding or removing information columns based on what customer wants to see, and this could be done by clicking a plus sign. Network tags. Similarly to the previous one, this will show relevant information about the status of a network, but based on their network tag. This can be really useful for a customer that has a large number of branches and wants to logically group them under the tag for better and easier monitoring. This table is also customizable. Devices. This one will show a list of all of the devices that are currently in the networks, and will show information such as their health status, usage, and other important information. Like for two previous tables, this one is also customizable. Behind the table sits a map. This map shows where devices are located based on their physical locations. It also shows number of devices in each cluster, and also using color coding shows if a device in the network is experiencing issues. You can note it in case you'll have a red or yellow sign. This table is dynamic, and you can click on the device clusters on the map to have a closer look. For a dramatic effect, you can start from a worldwide view and click on a cluster and go all your way down to the device to check its status and figure out if it's working normally. Select a network from a network list. This should land you in the Network Clients page. If not, navigate to Network-wide Monitor Clients. A tip: choose a network with some live data. A good network to showcase would be either San Francisco or London. From a clients page, we can start showcasing the power of Meraki Cloud in our analytics. Explain that MR, MS, MX devices collect and analyze the data that clients send through them and show results on a client page. On a client overview page, you can talk about the following. For example, you can use a client filter option to filter clients based on the client type or SSID that they're on. This is beneficial when you talk about a particular product line with a customer. So for example, if you choose wireless only clients, that would be beneficial when you are showcasing a MAR product line. Another tip: you can choose time period selection filter to change the time period that the client's page shows data for. On the top middle part of the screen, we can see a timeline with the overall network usage over a period of time. On the top right part of the screen, there is an application breakdown pie chart. Hover above an application pie chart that will illuminate applications usage in the network during a particular time frame. When you click More on the pie chart, you will get a detailed view of an applications. For more in-depth visibility, you can choose a particular application that will show you application details page, where you can see clients and hosts that contribute to the application, as well as overall usage of this application. Finally, on the main panel, we can see client summary table. Here we can see list of all clients that were identified in the network over a period of time and a summary of their characteristics. This is a dynamic table that can be adjusted to show only client information that customer wants to see. Let's now have a closer look on a client's detail page. To do that, click on the client. Generally, you get an information about the client's connection details, including its status in the network, device type, connectivity information. Also, we can take notes about the client and even launch a packet capture. Below, we can see current client connection health for this device. It shows journey that client's traffic needs to take in order to get to the internet. This graph presents useful and relevant information about Meraki devices that traffic needs to go through and can help administrator to monitor or troubleshoot its client connection. Similarly to what we've seen on a client overview page, below there is a current client connection graph where we can see a timeline with data usage and an application pie chart. Finally, in the bottom of a page, we can get some additional information about the client segmented in the columns. Under the policy column, we can see if any policy was enforced on this client. Under the network column, we can see network information for this particular client, such as its IP address, MAC address, any port forwarding rules, or one-by-one NAT rules configured. We can even configure them under Adding Forwarding tab. Lastly, there is a ping column available that allows you to run ping tests toward this client from its connected device. The Meraki dashboard allows administrators to configure and distribute group policies and enables them to provide special set of policies based on intent. Group policies can be applied on individual users, VLANs, LADP groups, SSIDs, and others. You can access group policies by checking Network-wide Configure group policies. From this page, you can see list of configured group policies on the network, a summary of the policies that are configured, and ability to clone or delete a group policy. On the same page, you have an option to create new group policy by selecting a Add a Group button. By clicking that, you will be then moved to a group policy setup page, where you can define a name of a new group policy, period of time when this policy is going to be active, and set of rules that can be applied within this group policy. One of the major selling points of Meraki is how easy it is to set up new network and add devices to them. You can showcase that by navigating to Organization, Configure, Create Network. Please note that if you're demoing from a dedicated demo organization, you will not see this option in the menu due to insufficient permissions. In order to demo this step, use an organization that you have full access to. From a Create Network page, you can specify the following: network name, network type, and network configuration, where you can select from the following options, which can be either default Meraki configuration, binding to a template, or cloning from the existing network. Finally, you can select devices from the inventory panel that you would like to add to the network, or click Add Devices button on the right and claim a new device with its serial number or order number. Next feature is valuable when you are demoing Meraki dashboard to a customer with distributed enterprise. That can be either multi-office corporate environment or large retail chain. This kind of businesses will definitely benefit from configuration templates that Meraki dashboard can offer. You can access template management page by going to Organization, Monitor, Configuration Templates. From this page, you can see what are configured templates in the organization, and you can also perform some actions to them. You can create a new template, delete, combine, and split templates. By selecting a template, you'll be navigated to a templates management page. From this page, you can see and do the following. You can see lists of networks that are bound to this template, including number of devices in this network. You can bind or unbind networks under selected template, and combine or split networks that are bound under the template. Finally, you can close the demonstration by showing another great report that Meraki dashboard builds automatically for our clients. And it's called Summary Report. You can access it by going to Organization, Monitor, Summary Report. The summary report compiles information and statistics that is gathered from network devices over a period of time. You can choose a time frame by clicking on a button next to Summary Report title. Also, administrator can filter the data that is going to be presented by selecting a targeted network, device tag, SSIDs, and number of records that is going to be shown. There is an opportunity to customize this report to show only relevant data for each customer. You can also export this report to Microsoft Excel sheet and email this report or schedule report to be sent out periodically. You can also customize scheduled report by adding a company logo. Lastly, you can add report recipients and choose a frequency to be sent out. Summary report also show number of different network statistics depending on device types that customer has in the network or organization. Summary report will also show any anomalies or deviations from normal network operations presented over a period of time. Additionally, we can see usage over time, clients per day, top clients by usage, top devices, top operating systems, and top application categories. And with that, I would like to say thank you for viewing, and please continue to the next demo. See you there!